What's going on, guys? So, before I get into the number one thing that has made me a more profitable trader, I want to let everybody know I stream live every day here on YouTube. Also, if you want to support the channel, use coupon code COVETRADER on all the prop firms. It'll automatically give you the biggest discount that's out there. Everything's in the description of the video. So, the one thing I found that has helped me the most is literally reviewing and journaling my trades. And I'm talking about the big ones that just, that you do all the time and you don't quite know if it's working out for you or not. One of them for me was the 200 moving average. When you hit, so I play 200 moving average bounce a lot. When we come back down, something like this where we bounce off, I usually play the first time of the day that it does it. But one of the things that I was trading a lot was the rejection of the 200. And what I've noticed a lot of times is when we would come up from the bottom and hit the 200, if it rejected, it was so small, and then it would end up punching right through, I would be getting almost no money for it. I would get stopped out for a loss. I'd probably say like 70% of the time, but I kept thinking I was winning for whatever reason because I was so used to playing the 200 bounce. Look, we come down, we bounce off the 200, boom, nice trade. But then I would do something like this where we trade through and then we come up from the bottom, hit the 200, and I would be like, oh, I'm going to short that back down. And sure enough, we kind of don't really move anywhere. You go a couple points down, and then the next thing you know, we're grinding, and then all of a sudden we pop through, and I just took a big loss. Happens over and over, and I noticed that. I noticed I was doing the same thing with VWAP. I noticed I was doing a lot. It was more shorting that was getting me in trouble than going long. And I was just kind of journaling what was working and what wasn't. And then once I started putting it together, I was like, wow, my win rate has been higher. My payouts have been greater. And then just in general, I trade less because I'm not looking for those trades. It's just a better situation. And I've just found, like, if you find yourself losing at the end of the week, go back on some of the trades. Go back and be like, oh, I took, this pivot point bounce and it was good. Okay, that was a good one. But then I did, I don't know, some other indicator that you have, and you're like, oh man, like, you know what? I did that a couple times and it wasn't working for me. And now that I come to really, like, now that I'm putting emphasis on it, I really do think that that's a bad trade. And then the more you think about it, you start looking at things. Like, I look at the 15-minute orb, the first hour of trading range, previous day high, certain areas, and then I create trades around these areas. But if I notice something's not working a lot, I start journaling it either in my head by looking back at it, or I'll start actually putting it in a spreadsheet and just saying, hey, these trades aren't good. Now that I'm really, like, looking at it, this isn't working and I need to change my strategy. And that's what you should do. The end of the week is now. Now is a good time to scroll back and see how the week went for you. If it was great, you're doing great, amazing. If you had a couple days, look back and say, hey, was there a trade that I was taking that I noticed I wasn't winning on a lot of the times? And maybe I just take that trade out of the repertoire. Just don't use it anymore. So that's what you should do. That's what I did, and it helped me out a lot. Comment on the video. Let me know if this helps you out, and hope to see you on the stream.